Good morning, family. Good morning to you, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. So we're in the parish of St. Peter, and we're presently in an area known as Six Men's Bay. I have a treat in store for you today because I'm going to be doing something that I have never done before. Well, I shouldn't say that. I just did it like 2 minutes ago as a dress rehearsal, and let me tell you, it was the experience. So I think you all are going to enjoy this as well. Anyhow, good morning to you. And it's wonderful to be alive this morning. Thank God for our lives. Thank God for our health. And thank God that you're all here. Good morning, and good morning to you again. Well, welcome. So today we have something different. We say we're going to mix it up a little bit. We've been doing the beach all week. And obviously because of low tide, we want to enjoy that as much as possible. Low tide at 6 o'clock is a blessing for me. Okay, I can show you things that you would not normally see. So anyhow, we're going to start our day off with our serenity prayer. So let's look for a nice thing to view at. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. All right, now I talked to you this morning about having your modified, scientifically created flotation device, better known as your raft. And I'll show you what it is in case you have not been with me for a long time. In the very beginning, we introduced you to what is called the power float. Power float is similar to sand gravity. The only difference is you do it in the sea. You create this masterpiece of a scientific object known as a big float noodle. And this is done meticulously, as you can see. Is a big noodle and a small noodle with a rope that runs in to hold it, with caps, plastic caps off of small pet bottles that are put in to protect the surrounding areas so the rope doesn't actually cut into them, as you can see. Now, this is not patented, so if you want to make millions on it, send $1 here for me, please, just to say hi and thanks, Nick. So here we go. We have an interesting one for you today. It's going to be very, very, very different, but it promises to be very interesting. It's going to be very beautiful. A lot of quietness so you can enjoy the beautiful peace that we're having down here and the serenity that's experienced on this side of the island. We're going to be working our way in a southerly direction. Now, I know Orlick, if you're on board, you did a photo the other day with some fishing boats looking out to sea. And that is the point where it was. That's what I was referencing to you. So I just wanted to let you see where it is exactly. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Just in case you have not been here and you've been somewhere in the sky or outer universe, this is Port St. Charles, outer island. This is built as a security and immigration checkpoint. It also has a restaurant as well. Any of the yachts that are moored in Port St. Charles, and I believe Westmoreland, sorry, not Westmoreland, what I'm talking about, or Port Ferdinand, would have the facilities to check in here rather than go through Bridgetown. I'm not sure of what is involved to get the to put those requirements in place, what documentation you will need, but I know it can be done for sure. Just beautiful, quiet cove. Just listen to these sounds this morning for a second. I'm going to give you a 360 from right here before we even start. Here we go. Mr. Conductor, I see you're trying to make me talk this morning about cruise ships, but I just let you know my dinghy is on the other side. I'll show you that shortly. It's a dark blue hull, but I'll show you that. That takes me out to my cruise ship, so that's something we'll look at in the future. But look at how beautiful this reef is now. You will not see this at high tide. I keep stressing low tide, high tide, you know, and I guess it sounds like a pretty basic thing, but a lot of people don't realize the difference between low tide and high tide when it comes to the beauty of this island. First of all, this beach is more than half of the size right now that it would be. It's more than doubly size, sorry, that it would be if there was a high tide in, because the high tide would come right up inside. Not that you couldn't walk it, but it would come right up, so it'd be a lot less beach. Secondly, you wouldn't see these outer corals here. They're like a little protective cove in the inside section. A lot of people bathe, and you would not see a lot of the reef formations around the island. So they're the main highlights of the low tide, and they are huge. They're really beneficial to get low tide for sure. We're on the north side of Port St. Charles. We're going to be working our way over to the south in a second. just beautiful. As you can see, all of us Bajans love the ocean. And what a perfect condition to be swimming in this morning. Last time we came under here, we went through in waist deep of water. So that will give you an indication of how much sand is built. And that was about 3 months ago approximately. Good morning to everyone. All my friends are saying hello. Look at this beautiful, welcoming Bajan posse. As I tell you, the most important thing about Barbados is our people, because it's just the way we are, friendly. Everyone says good morning. You walk into a store and you'll hear morning 100 times, because everybody that comes to your door will greet you with a pleasant greeting. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful swim, everyone. Okay, take care. Okay, bye-bye. All right, we're going to work on our way again. Mr. Conductor, this is my Moses. That one over there, the blue hull, that was my Moses, and that is how I get out to my cruise ship. I told the captain this morning to bring it in because I thought maybe we would go out, but the conditions are so perfect, we can remain on the beach as it is. Port St. Charles, I don't know who stayed here, but what a beautiful structure. Again, another design that fits right in to the coastline. You don't even see this here, it just blends in perfectly. Perfect landscaping, lots of coconut trees, just lovely. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen the inside the marina before, but we're going to be taking that in today. We're not going in there, but we're going to be going through the mouth, and that is an experience for me this morning. That's why I brought this raft with me, this personalized raft. It will cost, I don't know why we had an interruption there again just now, so hopefully everybody's still on. Yeah, this raft will cost thousands to prepare, but I have taught you how to make it for a few cents, maybe just a few dollars instead. All right, we're going to make our way over here, and we're going to start going seaborne. Now, I know that I have some people on here that keep on telling me, man, you're not going for a swim, you're just taking a dip. Well, today we're going for a swim, so get ready for it. The adventures continue. It's not only Barbados by land, but we're going to see Barbados by sea. Land and sea tours at its best. Now, I came across here safely just now, so I'm assuming there are no big fish out here. I didn't see any dorsal fins, so I feel pretty comfortable. So we'll soon see how that affects us in a minute. As you can see, the water is crystal clear. I'll show you that now. And as you can see, it gets really dark very quickly because this does go very deep. I don't know exactly how deep. I guess maybe about 20 feet or so in the center section, where it will be the deepest point. But as I said, we have never done this before, and it's something new. You know, that's what we like to do in the EMC. We like to do something new wherever possible. So here we go. I saw all these folks just now laughing at me when I was coming across here in the beginning, because they weren't sure what I was doing. They must have thought, we gotta be some kind of psycho, you know, swim across this lagoon. But I'm doing it for you right now. So we are swimming. I can't reverse the camera because, you know, obviously my hands, I'm trying to keep everything holding with double hands rather than just one hand. But here we go, Port St. Charles from the sea. Who says you have to have a speedboat to enjoy Barbados from the water, huh? Just beautiful. When I get any center here, I'm going to give you a 360, but in the meantime, I'm just going to put in my little dolphin kicks. I'm going to work our way across this area. Now, you know, sometimes in life it's better not to see certain things. I'm glad that this water is not that visible. I can see everything under me because this is quite dark right where we are. I tested it this morning. I was saying the only thing that would worry me out here really is a tide that will come out of the port, if there was one. I'm not too familiar with the tides in this area with the marina, so you know, that was the only thing really of a concern for me. You know, listen to the peace and tranquility that I experienced when I came over the first time. Well, that is except for my screaming and panicking. So here we go. I think this is a perfect place for us to do our silent 360. Here we go, folks. Don't worry, folks, I have all my sonic radars and I have up my shark net, so we're good. No, seriously speaking, no sharks here. If you get a shark in land here or close into land here, that would be a very unexpected thing, because there's so much life on the outside reefs, and we really don't get all of the big boys. A lot of the ones up in the States we get, but we do get sharks here, because when I used to travel net dive, and we used to drop nets, especially over off of Long Beach and up with the Crane, etc., we used to catch a lot of sharks overnight in the nets. Used to just come into the nets, hit it, and roll up. And you just have to actually take them out, but they'll be dead, because as you all know, sharks cannot survive if they can't swim and generate oxygen. Beautiful. Let's give me a real quiet one now. So enjoy Barbados, Saturday morning. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados and its peace. Darker makers, people, darker makers. We're gonna have a sunrise over the marina. Hold that. Just spectacular. No, never in a million years would I have thought I'd be doing this here, to be honest with you. It's not that, you know, I don't like swimming and stuff, but this is not something that I would have really thought I'd be interested in. But after I thought about it this morning at home, I said I want to do somewhere nice and calm. West Coast is perfect, but I said let's do something different, because we've done the entire West Coast. So this is what I've brought you for. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise. As you can see, we're getting closer to the other side, which is wonderful. I see up there to have no jet skis, but we're not a jet ski, so we could fly in there. No, not really. We're gonna be cool. If I had fins, I would fly up in there, but not right now. I'd have to have some way of getting out of the water real quick if I was going down marina for sure. We're almost there, folks. Let me pick up some pace and move along the beach. So for all of you that wanted to swim, doesn't get much better in this area, not from me anyhow. Darker makers are always a master, so get ready again. Alright, so we've actually hit a fairly good section here where I can touch the sand, so we can now start to go back on our track again. Just beautiful. Look at the sky this morning. Little puffs of clouds around. Just beautiful blues. Stunning. So anybody that has told you that you cannot go in front of Port St. Charles, you will know that is really not so. You can swim from one beach to the other quite comfortably. Just beautiful facility. You know, this is perfect. You know, if it had been one story higher, that would have spoiled everything that it looks like right now. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know who stayed here, but I know, I'm not sure about exactly who stayed here, but I do know a lot of the EMC family have mentioned in the past that it's beautiful in these apartments and stuff, so I would assume they've stayed here or stowed away. Morning, sir, how are you going? Wonderful, man. All my friends say hi to you, huh? Alright, man, take care. Alright, so as you all can hear, I am sort of like semi-puffing. So I don't know how my fitness level from you all. At one time, I wouldn't have had a blow at all, but that there gave me a little bit of a blow, you know. So, as expected. I think next thing what I'll do is I'll put on my 5 horsepower engine on the back, so we can come across quicker wherever we go. So, we plan for that one. Beautiful, beautiful Heywoods. Now, a lot of people have said that they don't like the development of the beach and the groins down below. I can understand there's some. I do not know anyone what's happening here, because I know for sure that we've done a lot of live videos down here with brilliant signals. So I do not know what's going on the island right now, or what's going on with Facebook, and I'm really sorry about the drop off. I know we've lost a lot of people because everybody thought that was the end of it. I actually thought it was the end as well, because normally I get here long enough, but some real blackouts in the island. So don't know if it's island wide. It appears so, because we've had this issue in many places over the last week, and no, we know for sure that there are areas that we broadcasted from before. So any of you that have stayed on, thank you so much for staying on. You know, it's great to have you here. Great to know you're still with me. If we get disconnected again, I don't know what is going on. So I can only say our serenity prayer will take us through this. We're at least seeing some beauty, and hopefully it'll all be captured on YouTube later. Remember though that anytime that you cannot see these here on Facebook, I would recommend going to YouTube, especially long ones, because I've found that Facebook does not upload the 720 when we do a long vlog. They're only going to 540, which means the quality is a lot lower than I would have expected. So, you know, you can always check the YouTube late in the evening or into the night time. Again, sorry about the interruptions. Beyond my control. But what a beautiful, beautiful facility. It's like this right around, almost encircles the entire marina with these buildings. Just stunning. Hopefully we don't get any more drops. Yes, I see a request for a 360 has come. So let's do that right now. Here we go. It's one of my promotional can or my promotional can ladies. So here we go. This is just for you, ma'am. I know one thing for sure, and that is that we didn't make the 360, but I still had to talk because down here is too beautiful. I just got to tell you, the walk this morning on this beach is just amazing. You're beginning to get a little more noise in some of the apartments as they open. People are beginning to come on their terraces and stuff, but the beautiful scenery is capturing me completely. Water conditions today are absolutely perfect. Look at this ocean. Now you all may not see it, but there's a small catchment groin that's dropped just on the outside here. You can see one or two of the rocks that are protruding above the water, just behind where this person is swimming. And there's another one there, but there is a very small reef that is there as well, a little catchment area. It's beautiful conditions here this morning. Goodness gracious. I'm not sure if it's the internet company or if it's a mixture of Facebook and our internet company, but I'm pretty sure that is on this side here, local. I have sent off an email to Flo already this week. I've told them we're having a lot of dropouts in many areas, and please to contact me if they're interested in finding out from where. But I haven't heard from them as yet, so I'm not sure if they're aware of it or if they're really busy with other projects that are going on. Morning, ladies. So just a lovely beach. I see someone may have been married here recently because I see the arbor that's been put up. Coconut one, so that's a possibility. Someone got married with sand between their toes. Just lovely down here though. I definitely have to say, every time I see this place, especially it's weathered, when it first was constructed, well, obviously it was an impact on your eyes because there was nothing here but swamp and bush before. We all remember that. Any of you all that were here used to have a small road that sometimes was impassable because of the water on it coming out of the swamp to the sea. And that used to run along the entire stretch here from where we were by the bridge right along up to the back of the car park. Okay, let's try that again. I'm not too sure, folks. Anyhow, just bear with me. I see we're down to 15 people, but those on board that have stuck it out, I don't want to just cut you off. I want to give you what I can give you here right now. So anyhow, we're going to get that problem sorted out. It may be an issue where it was picking up a Wi-Fi signal in the area because I had forgotten to turn off the Wi-Fi. You just realized that just now. When I flicked it back on, it seemed to have worked. So I don't know if there was a free Wi-Fi that's being offered down here. Maybe it's been offered out on the marina section itself. That could be the problem, but it's still sticking. Anyhow, you're here with me, so let us go on again. If you're here, I'm going to show you a little bit more. If you were here before, I apologize, that you will be able to catch it on YouTube later. It's definitely the biggest set of interferences we've had, I would say, from the very beginning. Today has been one of the worst for sure. As I said, it could have been a little bit on my side because I had not turned off the Wi-Fi, which I have just done. So I don't know if I was picking up a signal from down here that was dropping in and out, which is very possible. Anyhow, let's hope it doesn't happen again. Alright, so we're working our way onto the Heywoods beach itself. As I had mentioned before, there was a road that used to run all up here from down with the bridge, and it used to run through a very swampy area. The actual road wasn't swamp, but there was a lot of swamp on the inside. So when it had heavy rains, you couldn't pass the road because of the water that was coming over to the sea. However, with the development of, first of all, what was Alma Beach Village, and then secondly, or Heywoods originally, and then secondly, of the Port St. Charles, this whole area has just been sort of claimed from the marshes and turned into a beautiful commercial area. Unfortunately, the resorts were here before, a long list of names because it's changed quite a few hands and stuff, are no longer operational. Not sure of what will happen in the future, but it doesn't impact the beach that they laid out here for us because it's a beautiful beach. The original beach was just in front of those manchineel trees that you're seeing now. A very slender line of beach used to go right up from here to Spikestown. However, as you can see from these dropping of these catchments out of the groins, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that beach, folks. Just stunning. The view itself is breathtaking. Right, let's go again. We try one more time. We've got this middle beach here. I'm not really watching the clock too much, but I don't want to lose you all again. If we do get lost again, well, I will stick around just to say goodbye and hopefully it will come back. Hopefully that will not happen though. I still do believe that it could have been me that impacted that somewhat. Anyhow, lesson learned. We don't judge ourselves by the mistakes that we make. We learn from them and we make ourselves better people. And that's what applies to everything in life, as far as I know. For me anyhow, it's the way I apply my life to, or that's the way I apply everything to my life really. I can only have control of what I can do, and that is to learn from the lessons that I make and come and be a better person tomorrow. But these bays just go on and on and on. Breathtaking scenery. I just love them. As I said before, the beach, like where you see that gentleman on the manchineel tree, that's as wide as the beach would have been, and that would have run straight across here. It wouldn't have come out in these points. It wouldn't have had these outside sand build-ups. It would have run straight along on the inside where all that foliage is. Very, very slender beach was down here before, but it was very beautiful as well in those days. But now it's a massive beach. There's also a jetty on the other side. That is because the inside reef here is very shallow, so the people that were supposedly taking over here put that jetty up so they'd be able to access their dive boats, etc. Keeping people dry and getting them onto the boat itself, or for the snorkel rides. You will see there are lots of hoops on the trees down here, and they're the ones indicating the manchineel tree again. You don't want to be under them when it's raining. You don't want to be laying on top of those berries on a towel, because if you scuff the skin itself, it's on the outer section of those little berries, you will get blistered for sure by what it oozes out. Just a stunning morning. So any of you that have seen the interruptions or getting any bad signals, I'm hoping that the upload later to Facebook, and also the one that we'll be doing, which we put through a sampler, which will hopefully enhance it a little bit, that will be on YouTube. I would say probably mid-afternoon. All depends again, because I've been getting different signals at home. Sometimes one of our vlogs can go up in 20 minutes, sometimes it takes 2 hours. It all depends, I don't know. But I do know for sure that we have had long uploads recently. But then again, saying that, we've had long videos. When I finish with the enhancements, just to give you an indication of the difference, like yesterday's was, I think it was 1.3 gigabytes on the download from Facebook. When I finished with the enhancement, it was 5.4 gigabytes. So, it is a very large file. But I'm trying to get the best possible quality for you. Morning. Very popular beach because it's so calm and so protected with these outer rocks. Just beautiful beach. Again, I do still like the original basic beach that was here. It was very quaint, but with the development of this hotel, and well, not from the original developers because it was the same size, but the ones that recently had expressed interest in it, they had put all of this here to build the beach for themselves. But it has been left for a number of years without any work on it. So I don't know how much will be repaired. I know one section, the one that you're seeing there with the bluish kind of walls, that was an area that was used fairly recently. The other ones down here were not. So it was one section was. This place also hosted a small little golf course as well. So if you were, want to do something different besides ocean or going on the island itself, you had the facilities. You could come down here and knock around a few balls for sure. But folks, I've had an amazing week with you all. We've done all types of adventures, but this week we've done a lot of concentrating on the beaches, and that's because of this special low tide. I call a low tide around 6 o'clock very special, because that is the time we broadcast live, and that is the time that I can take you to beaches where we cannot normally get through, because of where the higher tides would stop us from getting around certain points. But we've been able to see some lovely beaches this week. We've seen some cliffs up in the north. We've actually been all around the island. Beautiful, beautiful week. Action-packed, just as it always is. What has also been action-packed has been the love, the care, and the kindness that's expressed in this channel every morning. It never ends, People that come on here are automatically drawn to the love and the kindness and the family base that we have. Just beautiful. Now, this is the jetty I was mentioning. Beyond here, we've done that just a few weeks ago. That goes into Spikestown itself. So we're going to wrap up this one. We're going to go all our way back over. We can look at the longer stretch of beach. But I just want to show you the entire beach itself. This resort comes to an end where you see that car that's parked under the trees up there. But even beyond here, you can see the beach that goes up into Spikestown, up by Heywoods, etc. That was not there a few months back. You can look back at the footage anywhere on YouTube. You can do a little search on YouTube itself, and you will find all of these beaches up there before in high resolution, and also on the lives. Just lovely out here. I don't mind this growth on the beach. If the resort was here, it wouldn't look right. But without the resort actually functioning, it's nice to see everything looking a little bit like back to nature kind of stuff, or as close to it as possible. All right, so I would say that it was probably me that caused a lot of those interruptions with the Wi-Fi. I did not definitely turn off the Wi-Fi, and there is probably a Wi-Fi signal coming from the actual island itself, from the restaurant there that I had in previously, that was picking up and dropping out. So my apologies on that, but that's like beyond my control now. That's in the past, so I leave that behind. Just apologizing for the last time on it. Beautiful, beautiful beaches. All right, so we have seen what today? We've seen peace, we've seen kindness, we've seen friendliness, we've seen pure Bajan hospitality from a number of people that we've met along the way this morning. We have seen beauty of this island that really, as far as I'm concerned, it can be equal but certainly cannot be surpassed. Barbados has a beauty that it is hard to find. And the thing is, we don't have beauty just on one coast, we have beauty everywhere. Internally, south coast, east coast, north side, west coast. Doesn't make a difference where you go here. You're going to find beauty everywhere. You're not restricted to it. And that is the amazing thing about Barbados. It is 166 square miles of compact beauty. Beauty that you'll find in a country that is 10, 15 times the size. You will find it here in this small little rock. So you can drive within 30 minutes of where you're staying and find something completely different to what you're seeing around where you are located. Just a beautiful day. All right, so we can do a little 360 here and get to Centris Beach just to get a little more view. Not the best background, but we're still going to do it anyhow because it's reality and that's what we bring. So speaking for me personally, I will tell you I have grown, because what I experienced this morning in years gone by would have had me fuming and fretting and giving up and stomping all over like a spoiled kid, you know. But I was able to understand the serenity that I talk about all the time. So I was able to just relax and reflect and go on and hope and pray that we would get our signal back. And what do I find? 43 people right now stuck around or here still, you know, just to stay with me this morning and keep my company and get me through the hard time. So right now everything is perfect. I have my friends on board. I've lost some of them this morning, just temporarily of course due to a video signal, but those are here. I thank you for keeping my company and thank you for helping me to maintain my sanity and my peace and my serenity. So just for you, we're going to take our last swim and we're going to do a 360 from the water. Enjoy this. So God spare life, folks. We will see you on Monday. Please keep safe. Please keep your peace among you. Please spread your joy and your love to others that desperately need it, because people around us right now are desperate for someone to say hello and just to care about them as being in general human beings. So you all have a fantastic day. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for staying with me. You know, I really do appreciate that. That is really comforting to know that after I lost that signal that I found you back here. That has really, really made the day that could have been sort of like a little upsetting into a magnificent day. Thanks very much again. You know, I wish you the best from Barbados. I send all of my love. I am the Beijing warrior for peace, happiness, hope, kindness, and general humanity. You all have a fantastic day. Love you all. Please be careful out there. Enjoy your surroundings and enjoy life. I'll see you all later. God bless all of you all.